Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really blessed to see you on my channel. Today the session is all about how to set up your goal in the age of intelligent automation. So here is the bottom line. Are you a project manager or non-technical user and heard about intelligent automation? Are you really confused how to move forward your career into intelligent automation? Where to start? What to start? How much technology to acquire? Then definitely let me assure you by end of this session you will get the idea how to set up your goal and how to act in order to move forward your career into intelligent automation. So please watch the video till end and definitely you will get the idea. So before I move forward, let me introduce myself. My name is Madan and I'm helping the people to reskill in the age of intelligent automation to make their life simple, to make their life easy. And I have pledged myself to reskill 1 million project managers by 2025. So in case you feel you wanted to be the part of this movement or the revolution, please join my Facebook group. I'm going to put the link in the bottom of the comment, or be part of this Facebook channel. Definitely I'll keep forwarding, keep pushing the sessions and the video that will really help you to move forward your career. So without further delay, let's start this session. So what is the first step? Let me give you a little bit of context. Let me give you the little bit of context. So with the promising adoption of RPA, the wider adoption of RPA across the organization and its seamless integration with artificial intelligence, it has really created a very interesting opportunity for us to encash the market. So it looks very interesting. As per the Gartner data, the intelligent automation has $3 billion the market opportunity by 2025. In the another report, Gartner has predicted that it has close to $1 trillion the economy impact by 2025. It matters a lot for the organizations. At the same time, it matters a lot for the people like us who are the project manager or the business users who are really struggling or who are really looking forward to move forward their career into the intelligent automation. But now the fundamental question comes, what is in it to me, how to move forward and how to really create a very smart goal that will help us to narrow focus and achieve the goal. So that's what I'm going to talk about. How can you do that? So the number one steps that comes into picture is define your track. Define your track. Why this is important? I'll tell you. When we define our goal, it has to be very narrow focused. It has to be very pointed so that one day you will definitely achieve. Talking about intelligent automation, it's very vague, very subjective. It doesn't make any sense. We need to narrow focus. So we need to define our track, because especially the problem here for the business people or the project managers who are having 15 or 20 years of experience, the fundamental question and where they are confused, what to do my legacy skill set, how to leverage it. So that's the reason first we need to select our track. So there are three total tracks into overall intelligent automation. Number one track is the business, number two track is the technologist, and number three track is the strategist. I'll tell you how it works. So the business track, the people who are heavily from an operation or from a business background. For example, if I'm working into banking, if I'm working into the back office operation, or I'm working into finance and accounting, especially focused on the business or the operation. The technologists are the people who love technology. They are technologists. And number three people are the strategists, like project managers, program managers, or the strategic leaders who are responsible to drive the entire business transformation. So these are the three different tracks where we have to figure it out what is my track. So now in this sheet, I'll encourage you to please make a note of your track. Please put it. What is your track? Business, technology, or the strategic? Please make a note of it. What is your track? Because this is not simple theory, but it's a workshop that will really help you to end of this workshop figure it out. Next step, once you note down your track, you need to figure it out, narrow down your track towards the role. So in business, you will see in my presentation, in business, we have the different roles. Number one is business analyst. Number two is the business champion. Number three is the operation people. Still, they wanted to be the operation, but they wanted to leverage the technology. Number four would be the sales or the pre-sales people who wanted to join the sales and pre-sales force in order to sell the solutions. If you go to technologist, the people could be RPA developer, they could be a normal developer, they could be a solution architect, they could be again a strategic leader, or maybe sales and pre-sales. If you get it into the strategic, it could be project manager, it could be program manager, it could be the strategic leader, it could be enterprise coach, or it could be digital transformation leader into the specific area of intelligent automation. So these are the different roles. So I'll recommend you, I'll encourage you to please make note of your the specific role. Please make a note of your specific role. Now let's move forward. Let's move forward. Let's narrow down. Let's number four comes your select your domain and the technology. So domain and technology makes a lot of sense while narrow downing our entire focus and energy on our goal. When we talk about intelligent automation, it's very big. It's really very big, and we will end up putting our lot of efforts and lot of our energy, but not gaining anything. So please narrow down and choose your domain or the business where you have worked in the past, and I'll talk about why this is important. So it could be if you have worked into banking, insurance, healthcare, or supply chain management, or finance or accounting, or maybe into IT, or maybe you can select, or maybe tax, or corporate finance. You can note down your business domain. What is your business domain, where you want to focus. That will really help you to focus intelligent automation on a business domain. And number two would be selecting your technology where you want to focus. So I'll suggest the starting point for the project managers or the business users will be the RPA. But in case you want to heavy focus on analytics, you want to focus on deep learning, especially the computer vision and the image analytic, that could be a very promising area. So here is the action for you. Please make a note of your business domain. I'll suggest go with one at a time. Maybe you can select two in case you have worked in the past. So select your domain, business domain, select your technology, and then we'll move forward. Let's move forward. The next activity is select your major and your minor. Why? I'll tell you why it's important. Because the major is important where you would be focusing your entire energy on the major part. For example, if I'm a business user, I would be more and more focusing on my business domain. For example, I would be focusing as a business user. If I come from a retail or consumer goods, I would be focusing on retail or consumer goods business use cases and looking for where is the pain point and how can I transform the entire pain point to reimagine the entire business use case of the retail or consumer goods. But while if I'm a technologist, I would be focusing on more and more on the solution architecting. How can I design a solution and architect looking the entire technology landscape, enterprise level technology landscape. If I'm a strategic leader, I would be focusing more on the transformation part, how to engage the senior leaders, how to engage the CXO, how to really have the identify the right use cases, how to bring all the technology parts together, how to effectively manage the change management process. So this is that's where, so I can have one major and one minor, and that's how I have to drive my entire setting up the goal. So please do the activity, please write down your major, please write down your minor, and then we'll take it ahead. The next activity, and this is very important. Now what we have done, we have defined the nuts and bolts of our entire goal setting. It looks very funny, but trust me, this is really very good activity. what we have done, we have defined the nuts and bolts of our goal setting. Now let's go and assemble all the nuts and bolts together to look like how my really my goal will look like in intelligent automation. So now please assemble all your nuts and bolts, all activity which we have done in the past. So let's assemble your track, your role, your major, your minor, your business domain, and your technology, and then figure it out how your future will look like. So here is the thing, excuse me, if I am the business user, so how my goal will look like. As a business user, I want to become a business analyst by leveraging AI or leveraging RPA or leveraging analytics to position in the retail domain, to position myself one of the top 200 business analysts by year 2022. This is very smart goal. Once again, I'll repeat. As a business user, I want to become a business analyst by leveraging RPA or AI or analytics in retail domain to position myself one of the top 200 business analysts in India. That's what should be my goal. You look at here, everything is very, very measurable. What I want to become, which technology I want to leverage, which business domain function I want to do, and where I want to leverage. Like among 100, among 50, among 10. That's what should be, I should be setting up the my goal. So I'll recommend everybody, encourage in the seat. If you see there is a space for your activity. If you are a business user, write your goal. If you are a technologist, you write your goal. Or if you are a strategic guy, for example, I'll define my role. As a strategic leader, I wanted to become the transformation lead in the space of intelligent automation, heavily focused on contact centers. When I talk about contact centers, basically it's call center to reimagine the entire experience of the call center in the space of artificial intelligence, AI, and the virtual reality, to position myself into the top 10 business leaders globally by 2025. This is very clear, very smart. All right. So now it has come. Now you are able to create your goal. Now the time has come to act. This is just about imagination. Unless you don't act, your goal is not going to realize. So let's act. What I'll suggest, in the sheet you see there are total 10 action points. If you want, you can keep it 5. If you want, you can keep it 10. It's up to you. But list down all the 10 actions that you wanted to take that will help you to achieve your goal. I'll encourage you to write down today. In case you have paper or pen, you write down today your all the 10 actions in order to achieve the goal what you have done into the previous sheet. All right. So once your action is being done, the next steps comes is socialize your goal and socialize your action. I still remember Warren Buffett, once what he had done, once he decided he will become billionaire one day, the first thing he wrote down his entire goal on the piece of paper and shared with the community, with their relative, that if I'll not become billionaire by this time, I'll jump off the roof and then I'll live up my life. That's what he has done. So I'm not asking you to give up your life, but what I'm recommending you, please socialize your goals and the actions with your friend, with your family, with your wife, or maybe your parents, so that this will create a social pressure on you. All right, so this is all done. So I'll suggest create a kind of 1 year of plan, or maybe 6 month of plan, but chalk it down to month by month kind of agile scrum or iterative methodology. You challenge yourself for 30 days. You take the action. By end of the 30 days, you try to reflect your overall goal. You try to reflect what you made mistakes, where you want to improve, and then take it forward. So that's what my suggestion. This is my way of helping the people to set up their goal, but it's not It's not easy. It's not so simple that looks in 10 minutes of video. But in case you wanted to take my help to set up your goal, in case you have any challenge, please feel free to put your comments or approach us. Will definitely help you to achieve your goals in the year 2020 or 2025. Thank you very much for watching our video and hope to see you again.